Alright people, so I'm here with your Payback review. And I thought the show was okay at best. There was obviously, as I said, it was okay. There was obviously some good shit in there, some bad shit, so I will explain my average rating of the show. To get the show, I didn't watch the pre-show by the way. By the way, this review's up so late. Usually I try to get it up, the pay-per-view review either the night of or the night after, or the day after. And I had a lot of shit going on Sunday. I was busy. Today or Monday I was busy. Tuesday I had some free time, so I watched the show Tuesday. Got done watching. I actually just got done watching around, pretty late at night here. So then I'm gonna do the review tonight, upload it, make it go public on Wednesday, whatever. And then the Raw review will be up probably Thursday. I'm sorry, I just had a lot of shit going on as of late, and I could not get the review up or could not even watch the show. So I'm sorry, but you gotta do what you gotta do in the world, right? So yeah, so I finally got to watching it. But anyway, Sheamus defeats Ziggler to start off the show. The problem I had with this match is, as I said in my Payback predictions video, it just felt like an episode of Raw or an episode of SmackDown, and this match is a match you would, expect to see on SmackDown or something like that. It was nothing special. I mean, Ziggler lost, which was a disappointment there. I mean, you just see Ziggler keep going down the toilet. The WWE just keeps falling down the ladder, it seems like. They give him, big opportunities. They give him Money in the Bank, the World Heavyweight Championship. He beats the Authority. And then look at where he is now, losing to an Irish weirdo, Sheamus, who looks like he's having an orgasm when he's doing his entrance. I mean, look at his face when he does the fucking thing. It's just creepy. But anyway, there was the good part of this match, I guess, is there was some blood in it at the end there. Actually, a lot of it. And I'm not gonna go ape shit, or I'm not gonna fucking praise this match just because there's blood in it. I mean, it was a fucking mediocre match. The blood did make it a little bit better, I guess you could argue. But I mean, I'm actually, without the blood, I would still be like, yeah, this is a pretty shitty match here. Probably a star out of 5. Just because there was blood does not mean I'm gonna go, oh, great match, 4 out of 5 stars. No, I'll bump it up a half star, all right. But I mean, I'm sure the blood wasn't, pre-planned or anything like that. So I mean, I'm not gonna fucking go out of my way to give this match a good rating. It was just not a good match. I mean, there wasn't anything special in it, or not, at least not anything too special, or not too many cool moves or anything like that. So I'm gonna give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. They're still going. Oh, Ziggler made Sheamus kiss his ass. I could care less. I mean, can we get over that childish bullshit already? It's just stupid in my opinion. So opening match there wasn't that good. Then we have the New Day defeating Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. I thought the match, wrestling-wise, was a really good match. There was, a lot of good moves in this match. one move there, Cesaro actually botched the power bomb on Big E. But I've said this a little bit before. When you do good, a lot of cool moves, a lot of high-risk, moves, you're gonna fuck up every once in a while. And the more high risk moves you do, the more the more opportunity you have to fuck up. So I mean, and Cesaro's a good wrestler, so I mean, we can give Cesaro a pass here. But I mean, it was still a really good match here. The part I didn't like about it was how fucking the New Day fucking win. I mean, fucking annoying seeing the New Day win. I mean, they're better than they were as baby faces, but they're still a stupid tag team with a stupid gimmick. I mean, parading around the ring like fucking idiots, saying how great it is to be positive. It's just stupid and annoying in my opinion. But as I said, there was a few good moves, more than a few. There was, a lot of good moves in this match, and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it 3.75 out of 5 stars. And I said, the tag team division has a lot of good fucking wrestlers in it. It's just fucked up by the creative team. I mean, look at the gimmicks. You got the fucking Ascension. What are they supposed to be? I don't even know what the fuck to call their gimmick. The New Day fucking suck. Cesaro and Kidd, they don't really have too much of a gimmick except saying fact. I mean, can we get a little more intricate than just saying fact? Then you got the fucking Matadors. They're retarded as fuck. Who else is there? You know, there's some the Usos. They're fucking stupid as well. Stupid fucking face paint. You know, they're kind of like the Matadors in a way. But I mean, point is, the tag team division sucks, but there is some good wrestling in it. So I mean, this match actually was good match, but a bad result. So yeah, 3.75 out of 5 stars there. Then Bray Wyatt defeats Ryback, and I felt like this was just a fucking boring match for the most part. I mean, I didn't really give a shit about it too much. I mean, look at Wyatt. He goes from facing the Undertaker at WrestleMania to facing fucking Jobber Bray or Jobber Ryback. I mean, come on, this is retarded. It just doesn't make any sense. Not even on the Extreme Rules card. You know, then he fucking, oh, maybe they have something big planned for him at Payback. No, he's fucking facing Ryback. What's Ryback done? Nothing. He hasn't done jack shit. You know, oh, he's fucking, he's been a Paul Heyman guy. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much the only accolade. He's fucking lost to fucking everybody, it seems like. He lost to fucking, he even lost that feud, though. I mean, it's like fucking, Ryback hasn't done shit. Even in his whole career, he hasn't done shit. He was sniffing at the title for a while there, but he fucking lost as well. Every fucking title match he's been in. I mean, Ryback's a joke. Can't fucking wrestle, can't talk, and hasn't even done anything in this company. So, except say feed me more and wake up. But anyway, there was some good moves. That like the move Wyatt did there. He jumped from the ring apron onto fucking onto Ryback and landed on Ryback on his back. That was a cool move. There, a few good moves, but not enough to call this a good match. And again, the whole storyline was, a stupid ass storyline. So I'm gonna give this match 1.75 out of 5 stars. Then you have Cena defeating Rusev. I'm gonna give this match I'm gonna give it 3.25 out of 5. I put 3.5 on here, but sometimes I call an audible when I'm doing these reviews. So I'm gonna give it 3.25 out of 5 stars. I thought the match actually had some good shit in it. It was entertaining. The part I didn't like was the ending. The ending was stupid. Now, when the fucking ring announcer, whatever the fuck her name is, I believe it's Eden, was announcing the match, he's like, the only way to win is to literally say, make your opponent say, I quit. And who said I quit? Lana. See, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Just like the last pay-per-view when they banned the RKO. I mean, they didn't say, oh, it was banned just for Randy Orton. I mean, it was the RKO was banned. Yet Rollins did it and won. I mean, it kind of just doesn't make any sense to me. So, Rusev never said, I quit, did he? He never fucking said it. It's just like, I remember when Swagger versus Del Rio, I believe, and like Ricardo throws in the towel and I quit. That means no, it does not mean I quit. Fucking Rusev has to say it. It's just so stupid how they fucking do this. And I hate when I quit matches end in a fucking submission. It's like I don't want it to end in a submission. Then it just feels like a typical match almost, like a typical match ending. Like I would rather have it end in something cool, like fucking, Cena versus Batista. Cena has them up on, AA on the car, and then he says, I quit. Or, I feel like that's more of a genuine, unique ending than a fucking submission. Because submissions you see, like, every fucking wrestling show, you're probably going to see a submission ending. And I guess it was kind of cool how he used the fucking rope to do it. Or, that made it a little better, but I still was not satisfied with the ending. However, the match I thought was good wrestling. Rusev, fucking AA on the pyrotechnics there. A pretty bad botch there though with the Alabama Slammer right there on the table. Rusev fucked that up pretty bad. But I mean, I thought the match was good quality match. It was pretty entertaining. They were going through the ring there. Running around. Through the crowd, whatever. So, felt like it was a pretty good match there. Good match, bad ending. Just like the fucking previous match with the tag team championship. Then we have Naomi and Tamina defeating the Bellas. Not that good a match. I mean, who the fuck? I say this every fucking Divas match I review pretty much. Who the fuck cares? I mean, I don't even feel like this is legit. Like, and what I mean by that is like the Bellas are coming out as like fucking baby faces. They don't even feel like baby faces to me. You know, after all the shit they went through, I mean, you had fucking Nikki, you know, torturing her sister pretty much, and then all of a sudden, Brie and Nikki are back together again. Then they just fucking, it seems like turned face out of nowhere. Somebody said it happened on SmackDown. I didn't see it, so therefore, it doesn't even feel like they're fucking baby faces to me. But anyway, I mean, the match was pretty boring. I'm gonna give it a half star out of 5. Oh, there you go, person who, that the one person said I was fucking sexist for giving the Divas matches 0 out of 5 stars all the time when they deserve it. So there you go. I gave it a half star out of 5. You happy? I thought the ending was shitty too. Fucking, I believe it was I don't even know who it was. It was either Tamina or Naomi throws Nikki Bella off the top rope for the ending. It was just, it should have been a typical move, but they used it as the ending. And just a match that I didn't give a shit about. I find it hard to even pay attention to the Divas matches because they're just so boring and pointless. So that sucked right there. Then we have Barrett defeating Neville. The match was alright, I guess. I mean, there was actually a few botches again. A lot of botches on the... is it just me, or was there a lot of botches on this show? But I mean, Neville botched twice there. He was trying to jump over the top rope, fucked that up, and then he fucked up his standing shooting star press. But as I say, when you're doing a lot of high risk, maneuvers or moves, whatever, you're gonna fuck up sometimes. Thought the ending was pretty shitty there with the fucking count out. Then Barrett gets in there, tries to beat up Neville, but Neville then hits the shooting star press or the red arrow. And I thought, what's the point of making it a count-out ending? Might as well have just have made Neville fucking win. And it just felt like a Raw match. Like, when it was over, I'm like, wow, this feels like it's such a fucking Raw match. I mean, it's just like a match you would, see at 9:30 on fucking, Raw on Monday night. Just didn't feel like a pay-per-view fucking match. And this was the match fucking before the main event, too. It's like, this isn't a match to put on before the main event. This is not a pay-per-view match. So the wrestling, I guess it was alright. A few decent moves, I guess. But, I mean, it just didn't feel like a pay-per-view fucking style match. So I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 stars. Then you have the main event. You have, the Fatal 4-Way match. Rollins wins. Match was, I'm going to say I'll give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. I felt, they did the Shield reunion, I guess, for like a second there. I thought that was cool. The power bombs, the 2 tables were broken, there too. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, there was a few good moves there in the match. The one thing I didn't like, though, and there was a lot of action too, I guess you could say, with J&J getting involved, Kane getting involved. The one thing I didn't like, though, was how Rollins looked. I mean, I know I keep saying this, and some people might be becoming annoyed by me saying this, but I mean, just look at Rollins in this match. He got in like no fucking offense at all. I was watching this, and what did he get in? Like fucking 2 moves, it seems like. I mean, he was fucking down the whole time, it seemed like, getting his ass kicked. It just seemed like he did nothing in this match. I mean, Rollins is such a fucking shitty champion. I mean, he's looking like a shitty champion. It's ridiculous. It's like every time he's in an altercation or fight or anything with somebody, he's getting his ass kicked. I mean, he looks like a fucking, jobber. I mean, I'm not even joking. He doesn't beat up anybody. He always gets his ass kicked. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke, and it's really pissing me the hell off. They're fucking up his title reign. They're fucking up Seth Rollins, and they're also fucking up the credibility of their championship. It's bullshit, and I'm annoyed by it. But at least he won, I guess you could say. Oh, at least he won. So at least Rollins did win. He hits a pretty shitty looking pedigree again, I'm gonna consider that a botch too, because that was a pretty shitty pedigree in my opinion. So that's another botch there. But anyway, I guess it was all right there. With the Shield reunion and shit like that. So I'll give it 2.5 out of 5 stars, I guess. I feel like that's kind of a general. I don't. Whatever though. 2.5 out of 5 stars. But anyway, the show overall, I guess it was all right. You had a few good matches, an average main event, and a few shitty matches. Uh, I'll give this show, I guess, I'll give it 5 out of 10 stars. Kind of feel like I'm being a little bit nice, but I thought there was a few, 2 good matches. Everything else was either average or below average, but whatever. I'll give it 5 out of 10 stars. Definitely better than than the typical Monday Night Raw or whatever, but still didn't really feel like a fucking pay per view. For the most part, most of the shit you would expect to see on Raw or Super, Raw or SmackDown or even Main Event. They really have to do a better job of building up the card. And it's like, now they have Elimination Chamber. How the fuck are you going to build to a fucking pay-per-view in fucking 2 weeks? I mean, it just seems like a very short time to build to a fucking pay-per-view. So they better get their shit together pretty quickly. So yeah, this pay-per-view, for the most part felt like a Raw or a SmackDown, but I mean, overall, I guess 2 good matches, so I guess I'll give it an alright rating there. And again, I didn't watch the fucking pre-show either, because I don't want to see a fucking throwaway match where between Sandow and Axel in the fucking Ascension. Who the fuck cares? And Sandow and Axel are dressed up as fucking Hogan and Macho Man. What a fucking joke. I mean, that was probably a fucking shitty match if I had to guess. But anyway, this show was alright, I guess. So there's your fucking Payback review. And by the way, Raw review will probably be up on Thursday. Again, sorry for the lateness, but I had a lot of shit going on. But there you go, people.